What's up guys, Mike Wiedenbach here, giving tips, because one can only give tips. And today I want to talk about epic failures. What? So the fitness world, right, for all the work that goes into, is astonishingly non-productive compared to other sports. So people that pick up running shoes or a bicycle or swimming, they get to a level of performance, right? They run a marathon, they do a triathlon, they play a tennis match. Maybe they don't run it very fast, but they get there. In the fitness world, the amount of people that truly change their bodies is pathetically low. Why is that? Well, one is that in other sports, there is a generally accepted set of rules, set of parameters that people adhere to. So let's say, if you want to be a marathon runner, you're building up, between aerobic and anaerobic and so on and so forth, and then eventually you get there. If you want to be a pro soccer player, you start playing at 4 to 5 years of age, and then at age 20 you might make it, right? In the fitness world, there's none of these rules. You're just being thrust into. People also want to skip the first 15 levels of the program. What I mean by that? Let's say you buy skis. You would never, I hope, go up to Lake Placid and ski down the Olympic race, because you'd be probably dead, or at least in the hospital. But when people join the gym, they look up what like Ronnie Coleman does or whatever, and then they do that, but they're not ready, right? Performance in any sport goes in a pyramid, right? So you have to build your base. If you don't do that, the pyramid goes like so, and it's too shaky, and you will not peak properly, okay? Also, bodybuilding, there are a lot of people that are in shape despite of that, not because of. So you see people eating crap food, doing half reps, and still looking great. Whereas in, let's say, swimming, Michael Phelps, yeah, he was born to swim, like big hands and all that kind of thing, but he still has to do his 8 miles a day, otherwise it's not gonna happen for him. There's no shortcut. So then people look at that and they say, oh, I can get away with like eating, Haagen-Dazs and doing half reps and maybe be like that guy. You will not be. And then that goes kind of the same token, is that it's a very visual sport, right? So as an example, in the late 60s, there was a symposium where Arnold was there and there was Ellington Darden. Who? Exactly. He was a very famous bodybuilding sort of pioneer, professor, scientist. And he was giving his workout and his theories. And then there was Arnold. So Arnold was hawking his like 50, 60 reps or whatever. And Alex Darden said, this doesn't work. And Arnold simply said, took off his shirt and said, you want to look like me or like that guy? And then people said, I want to be like Arnold. And they bought the program, correct? So in the bodybuilding world, you also have a lot of people that are in shape despite that, not because of, meaning they do half reps, shitty workouts, and eat Haagen-Dazs and still look great because of drugs and genetics. Whereas, let's say, in swimming, Michael Phelps, yes, he was born to swim, big hands and all that kind of thing, but he still has to do his 8 miles a day, otherwise he's not going to be that good. And then there's also the visual impact. So in the late 60s, there was a symposium, Arnold was there, and Ellington Darden, like a bodybuilding scientist, and Arnold was selling his 50 sets a workout, and Darden said, no, you need more rest, this, that, the other. And Arnold said, take his shirts off, and he says, you want to look like me or like him? He'd be like, yeah, Arnold. And so they bought his program. So those are the challenges. Now, what do you need to do? Well, since you're not being in the feeder system that gets you in the trajectory where you need to be, you have to do it by yourself, right? So you got to step back and think, what do I want to do, and how do I do it, and how does stuff work? So first things first, learn anatomy, learn your food, learn the exercises, learn tension. Then decide, where are you in the pyramid? Am I down here? Do I need whole body workouts? How much time do I have? How much sleep do I get? And so on and so forth. And then work your way up from there. Also, you gotta measure stuff. It always amazes me when people go to the gym and think, you can look around here, whatever. They don't look any different. For years they come, do the same thing, and nothing changes. If you don't measure it, either your strengths or your muscle mass or your leanness, whatever it is, you're wasting your time. You're doing yourself a disservice. So, in conclusion, you have to understand, if you join the gym, don't go to Lake Placid. You have to go on the bunny slope, okay? Work yourself way up. It will take time. The more you know, the less of a suspect you will be to all the fads. Once you know how anatomy works, you will not give in to CrossFit or to kettlebells, because momentum is just plain stupid. The more you learn about food, the less you will buy goji berries because they are superfood. Educate and dominate. Maik out.